Gotta say a big thank you to DS and DG. They bought us a new coach for travelling to away games, and it comes with a PowerPoint, and I could charge my BlackBerry up because, as you know, we've got some deals in the oven. We've got a deal hopefully coming to fruition with John Guidetti. He really does look a good player. I've also earned up some wicked amount of air miles. I'm thinking about taking the boys to Spain for a long weekend, hopefully mid-season. We'll have to see. And as you can see, we're playing Spurs. Putting out a pretty strong side. I think this is currently our strongest side. Do bear in mind that obviously Gomez is slotting in for Tompkins, who is injured. He picked up an injury for 3 weeks. Lukaku is still out for a further, I believe it's 2 to 3 weeks. Obviously he had an injury, elbow injury from an international game for Belgium. And I feel that's a really strong team. It's nice to see Shaw back in there. But look at Eduardo, 17 years old. He's having a major part. Knocks it into Filippo. Filippo plays a very cultured ball over the top. Zaha accelerates. If that ball was another 10 yards on, I think Zaha would have got there. He's got electrifying pace. But look at this. Look at this. Eduardo loses the ball. But what does he go and do? He goes and picks the ball up like an absolute tank. The boy is 17. He is going to be an absolute superstar. Zaha, on the other hand, needs to muscle up a little bit. So we're going to have to get some, obviously get some meat pie in him, get some pasta in him, get some Jaffa cakes into him, and give him some more muscle. Gomez there with a great interception, knocks the ball into Shaw. Shaw knocks it to Filippo. Filippo picks it into Jesse. Jesse is cut in the centre of the park, plays a nice little ball over the top. The header doesn't go our way, but Jesse picks the ball up again, feeds it out to Zaha. And look at the pace of Zaha. He is freaking electrifying. Gets to the byline, puts the ball in. Benzia. Oh my dears, that was so close. That was so freaking close. Great ball in by Zaha. Great jump by Benzia. Beat the keeper all days. All hands up, beat the keeper. And unfortunately it went wide. 0-0 at half time. Really needed to capitalise on our chance. It's great to have so much possession. It's great for the new boys to fit into the team, but we've got to capitalise. Great ball over the top by Spurs, but look at that. Shaw gets in there, sticks his head in, and heads it back to the tank. The tank clears the ball out. But then Tottenham really did turn up. Gomez gets caught out of position. Great defensive tackle there by Tank. It rebounds off Gomez and unfortunately forced to Sandro. He slots the ball home. And I've got to say, I had a little bit of an epic rage on the sideline. I did kick a Lucas ball. As you all know, in Season 1, I kicked one of those balls. It hit Martin Jol on the head. Unfortunately, Martin Jol wasn't there today, so luckily, it didn't hit him on the forehead. But it did go past AVB, and the FA have already given me a pre-warning. Look at that cultured ball in. Over the top by Benzia to Filippo. Filippo misses and Benzia misses literally an open goal. That was just ridiculous. Really, really disappointed. Got to capitalise on those charges. Our defending goes to pot. And Lennon slots the ball home. Not looking good. 2-0 down. But I've got to say, great piece of play by Aaron Lennon. Really, really skillful player. Made our defence look pretty average. Which is difficult. Really, really frustrating because we played so well. I mean, Shaw goes across. Does everything right. But such a piece of skill from Lennon. He just made us all look a little bit muggish, which is a great shame. Adrian's out on the right-hand side, picks the ball up. The boy is cultured. He cuts inside, feeds it into Ravel Morrison. Ravel has a great shot. Ball falls to Benzia. Benzia ain't going to miss that all day long. Cracking goal. Get in there, son. And a real belief that we can get back into this game. 9 minutes to go. Great finish. Off balance, but no, unfortunately, it wasn't enough. And yes, I feel for the lads. I really do feel for the lads. We didn't deserve to lose. Tottenham were the poorest side. We played the better football. We looked the more potent attacking side. But we got caught out a couple of times. And you're punished at this level. You are punished. Well and truly punished. Which is a great disappointment. As you can see, sitting on the coach. Got me BlackBerry out. Logged into the emails, and yes, Raheem Sterling, who did not travel to the game, has been sold to Manchester United for £6 million. Jean Guidetti is going to cost us £13 million. I really don't want to be spending that sort of money on a player. I'm happy to go to around about £12 million, but we'll have to see what I do. We'll have to see if I do dare go to £12 million, or if I pass up on the opportunity to buy him. Now what I'm going to do is just switch the team around. I've got to say, Eduardo, oh my days, Eduardo is looking so sick in training. Had a cracking game. He's really looking like a potential superstar. And yes, here we go. Will I have the balls to go for 13 million? No, I will go for 12 million pounds cash. That's a big chunk of change. I had to have some Jaffa cakes to calm me down. And again, Mbaya, we have to give him additional contract. 20 grand this time. I've upped it again and I've given him crucial. I want to make sure we get him. As I said previously, you know, he is a left back, a right back and a centre back, which we desperately need. And look at this, we've got the opportunity. Napoli have opened the door. 12 million quid could be departing from our bank account, which will be quite scary because that's a lot of cash. 40 grand a week, 15% goal bonus, 4 years contract. And yes, this boy's going to be freaking crucial because he just looks phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So I've submitted a contract and hopefully that will go through. Now, Arsenal are interested in one of the players we've been looking at. Not overly too bothered. I think they can have a crack at him. And yes, at last, Mbaya is going to be coming to Upton Park. He agrees to terms. He agrees to conditions. His agent's a little bit arrogant. Not really happy with him. But I'm glad to have the lad on board. I think it's fantastic. And look at this. Again, what is it with Victor? Oh my days. I'm growing tired of Celtic. I really am growing tired. They give me a set target of 3.8 million, but I can't seem to put a deal together with player nor cash to get to their liking, which is really, really frustrating. And then I panic and I think, do you know what? I've got a couple of deals on my mind and I'm running out of cash, so I ask for £5 million. Bearing in mind, we already had £35 million. I know, I sat down with DS and DG and they were perfectly fine about it. They said, look, we ain't got 5 mil. We can spare 3.4 million because we have utter belief in you. You are a fantastic freaking manager. Well, they didn't say that. But they said I was a fantastic manager. So their belief has given me the passion. Look at this. Winston Reid is finally back injured. You guys may have missed out on that. But he snapped himself for a long period. It was a bit of an accident. It involved Jaffa Cakes, a bucket and a ladder. Can't go into details because, we just can't go into details, unfortunately. As you saw there, I just offered a contract, or an offer I should say, to a young player, very talented player. Hopefully that will come to fruition. I'm still in mind that I want Josh from Chelsea, but I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Anyway, we've got to play Aston Villa. This is going to be a big game. First game of the season. Hopefully the boys will be up for it. That's our strongest side at this current point in time. As you know, Tompkins is out. As you know, Lukaku is out. As you know, John Guidetti has not officially signed his contract. As you know, Raheem Sterling is no longer a West Ham player. So Filippo is filling the boots up top. And I've got a feeling this is going to be an absolute cracking season. As Eduardo picks up the ball, he cuts inside, feeds it into Adrian. Adrian turns, knocks it into Filippo, our new talisman, a great player. Great defensive header, falls to Filippo. Filippo has one thing in his mind. Oh my days, early doors, 8 minutes gone. Our first league goal of the season, scored by Filippo. An absolutely audacious right foot shot, bottom right hand corner. Great first touch. Look at that, moves the ball out of his feet. Fires it low and hard into the bottom corner. That was absolutely fantastic. What a great way to start the season off. At home, in front of the Upton Park fans. But we get caught out. Lowton on the right-hand side gets the ball in. Gardner turns. And the ball somehow goes in at the near post. Butland can't be happy with that. I'm not happy with that. Really just absolutely disgraceful. We really need to defend better than that after we've scored. Another great attack from Aston Villa. And the referee believes he's spotted something, and I can't believe this. So I go over to the third official, and I ask for a replay on the monitor, because I don't believe that that was a penalty at all. How the hell the referee would have seen any infringement, I do not know. So the third official kindly put on the replay, and I stood there with my deputy manager, and we had a look, and we were saying, yeah, the boy's going up. You've got to jump with your arms, you've got to jump with your arms. Can't see nothing there, there's nothing there to worry about. You know, at match speed, there's nothing there. Ball comes back, play it really slowly, and it just clips his finger. And I mean, that's one finger. That's the most minutest touch. How the hell the referee saw that at game speed, I don't know. But it was a correct decision, so I hold my hands up and say sorry to the third official, as I did call him a few unpolite names. And I also threw a Lucozade bottle at him. But there we go. I'm sure the lads at the FA will have a word with me. Anyway, let's get on to the second half. 2-1 down, not good. Great ball over the top from Jesse into Sissoko. Sissoko comes into the box. Great shot. Well saved by the Aston Villa keeper. But Eduardo picks the ball up, knocks it into Benzir. Benzir feeds it into Adrian, but Adrian jumps over it, regains it, comes to the edge of the box, turns, shoots! Great save by the keeper, but look who's there! Filippo for goal number 2. What a great header. He really is turning into a little poacher. He can play up top. He can play cam. He can play any bloody where. He is that gifted. Adrian with the ball again. Knocks it through. Filippo is closing down on a defender. The defender passes it back to the keeper. And oh my days. You've got to feel for Bennett. You have got to feel for Bennett. It was under pressure from Filippo. In fact, Filippo did give him a little bit of a nudge. That might have put extra power on the ball. And the ball went flying into to the Villa goal. But look at this gaping hole. Our defenders are getting mixed up with our goalkeeper. Butler regains his concentration and pulls off an absolute world-class save. But the gaping hole at the back was really, really worrying. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of time for Empire to settle into their team. But hopefully it will. But I'm now going to bring on Hall, Jean and Diami. The talisman. Diami is on the pitch. Look at Hall. What a great turn. Great piece of vision. Knocks the ball through to Filippo. Filippo's on for his hat-trick. Fires a great shot. It's saved. And look at that. Hall comes on. The FA Cup hero comes on to score his first goal of the season in the 90th minute. And secures, hopefully, the victory against Aston Villa. A well-deserved victory as we're sitting there 4-2 up. The ball's then fed into Filippo. Filippo knocks it into Dorian Jean. Jean goes into the box. Great composure. And fires the ball into the top corner. Double goals in the 90th minute. 5-2. Unbelievable performance. The boys played so well. It was absolutely epic. Absolutely epic. It was a great game. Look at this composure. Cuts into the box. Fires it hard and high into the top of the roof of the net. And 5-2 against Aston Villa is a magnificent, absolutely magnificent result. And look at Filippo. He pulls out of the bag a 9.8. Also want to highlight the fact that Zaha went off and had an 8.0. What a great signing. And also Rodriguez picking up a 7.5 there is absolutely fantastic. Oh my days. When we get back, Gudetti has accepted the contract. Oh my God. Gudetti, Lukaku. I'll catch you later.